Oh, the switch kick, it lands into moving forward. Zaki attacking.
Thrown off balance with the body kick.
There, Tran Duy. And then the spin. Oh! Puts together the triple, the three-piece.
Nguyen Tran Duy Nhat.
What?
Clean knockdown rule tonight. Nguyen Tran Duy Nhat. Let's get up and let's get ill, Lethwei fans. This next bout of the evening is in the lightweight division, and it is 5 3-minute rounds of WLC action presented by Harley Davidson, the official motorcycle partner of the WLC. First, fighting out of the blue corner, introducing to you a man with 38 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws. Hailing from KL, baby, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, he is Izat Zaki.
Joy.
And his opponent standing across the squared circle in the red corner with a record of 26 wins, 17 losses, and 3 draws. Hailing from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, he is Nguyen Tran Duy Nhat.
A very special shout out to our Vietnamese
5
viewers.
3-minute rounds of WLC lightweight action, and when it gets underway, our referee in charge of the action is Major Overall.
We've got a great young one here, and of course Malaysia as well. This part of the world is so special. It's so beautiful. I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah, there is fierce pride when it comes to supporting athletes in this part of the world. Here we have Malaysia versus Vietnam. We see the Suzuki Cup in soccer. We see the Southeast Asian Games, of which Nguyen Tran Duy Nhat is the star. And when these countries compete, it does create something very special because people stand up, people support. There's over 100 million people in Vietnam, and the majority of them tonight will be supporting the gentleman in the red corner.
Duy Nhat. Now, we talked about this earlier. As we get up the progressive ladder, you're going to see a lot more subtleties and details, and as I say that, it fires off a head kick.
Box.
But if you are a lover of the details of the subtleties of combat, you will see there, that head fake, trying to create openings. You can find openings, or you can create them, force your opponent to make a movement that you've designed him to make, and you're ready with an attack.
Duy Nhat has 10 years more experience, more wisdom on Izat Zaki, but Izat Zaki is a confident young fighter who will be looking to show off his skills in Mandalay, you know, in the home of Lethwei in Myanmar. He'll be looking to make a name for himself at WLC.
You know, the great Cambodian kickboxing, Muay Thai over in Thailand, Lethwei over here. There's always been this pride in which martial art, you know, started it. How far back can you trace it? Where did it come from? Whose is the big brother of whose? And all of those subtleties are always expressed within these fights from different countries, you know, fighting with each other. Martial arts, of course, is designed so an oppressed people can use their body to create weapons to fight oppressors. And so it traces back so far, it's hard to really, as we said earlier, you could study for a lifetime and you will pass away never having achieved all the knowledge you were hoping to gain. That's one of the beautiful things about these historic art forms, and you, Malaysia and Vietnam, of course, you can trace their histories in combat the same.
This is the most of a feeling out process that we've seen tonight. This is a measured approach from both fighters.
But they are trying to create action in the other. They're trying to force action. Trying to force the man to move. In his movement, something becomes available. There's an opportunity cost to anything. When you throw that head kick, you cannot also be doing a knee. You cannot also be defensively stopping those kicks. So you have to choose what to do and when to do it when you're fighting somebody of this caliber, as they both are. There, a fake low kick to get a response, gauge his response.
Haven't quite locked down the distance as yet. Continues to try to catch those low kicks, Izat Zaki.
Yeah, you see the arc of it, how low they really are. He's going underneath the reach. But as you start to reach, and of course catching kicks is a beautiful part of a combat art form, but sometimes we make you try to catch them, and then the kick changes its arc, changes its trajectory, and binks you on the chin.
Landed well with that one, Izat Zaki.
Zaki was looking to catch.
There is acute inside this arena. A sense of anticipation. Both these fighters with nations behind them.
Yeah, and they have to be, one, you are proud, and there is all of that meaning, and it means something in your training and in your preparation. But here now, you must be free of all of that. Just free to express combat.
Zaki then, to put his combinations together.
Yeah, and the right kick as his man floated out of the line of attack. Again, a couple of fake low kicks just to gauge, and then if he didn't respond enough, we'll kick his leg again.
Check that one, Zaki.
Like Tran Duy Nhat really moving his hands a lot. All of that is camouflage for whatever's to come. So what it does is it makes your brain start to ignore certain movements, and then some of those movements are the movements that would give away what I'm doing next. So if I move my hand in such a way long enough, your brain starts to disregard that movement. It identifies it as unimportant, and then I use that belief that your brain now has to land a shot.
The redness around the knee of Duy Nhat, that leg kick, and they do add up. That will have done some damage.
And now fake leg kick to enter with the hands. The little skip step is a fake of a low kick, because now that we've hurt your leg, you may react more when I show you that fake and then come in behind the hands.
And Duy Nhat landing the body kick.
Oh, and takes one off the arms to Zaki. Oh, just sets up that little elbow arc on the inside, and then they trade kicks and trade catches.
It's a friendly game of catch in the middle of the ring.
Just letting the word friendly soak in for a moment there. There is an odd friendliness. There is an odd sort of appreciation, and the way to appreciate your opponent is to give him help. Give him everything that you have.
There's certainly respect here, you can tell, between these two. Respect the power, and both of them love their head kicks.
They would love to make a little chalk line $sign out of the other with a head kick.
They're mirroring each other at the moment.
Yeah. Rhythm is a strange thing, you know. Somebody can fall into your rhythm, you can fall into somebody else's, but if you watch them, their timing, their cadence is slightly different. You watch it, not quite the same rhythm, which is perfect. That's what you want. You want to be in conflict with your opponent. Force him to do something. They're both in conflict right now. Conflicting rhythms. See, it's just, and then you also have the rhythm of the orchestra, which it's almost like tapping your finger along on the steering wheel while you drive. You know, you can fall into that rhythm as well.
Interesting though, we saw Major overall encourage action, and that is one thing here. Of course, not everyone has the level of appreciation.
Round 3.
As you get into these rounds, you don't know how they've been scored. Box. You don't know when to open up, you know, because you don't want to take, let it go too far, or you get elbowed on the bridge of the nose or a headbutt to the chin. But at the same, and so that there's a risk if you open it up too much. But if you wait too long, there's a risk that you're going to lose. And Major is again, as you indicated, the audience loves that.
Yeah, and that is one thing. I mean, We do promise action, and we mean it, and we have been spoiled so far. And you just sense we're on the cusp of this one sort of about to break out now, this fight.
Well, and Major did a wonderful job there because he lit them both, and that's key. If only one gets aggressive, but they also know that. They can feel the aggression increase in your opponent as well. And when that happens, you have to match it, or you have to use it. And in this case, they've matched it. They've really matched each other in a lot of ways here in this fight.
Both of them like to strike at distance. They like to use those body kicks, those head kicks, and we've seen Izat Zaki use some good leg kicks as well. We haven't seen a single headbutt. We haven't seen much clinch work at all.
No, you're right. Tran Duy Nhat is a little jumpy. It's just, he had a left hook saved up for him. Didn't quite land, but he's now firing the long-range knuckles. And I like that choice for him. From outside kicking, with just one more small step in or a push off the back leg, he can get into the range to land his knuckles, and then a little push even further, land the elbows over the top. And Vietnam right now is just screaming for him to push his way in with a few of these shots, but he's also being very smart. Those leg kicks matter. Flick of the front kick. The switch kick, and lands it to the side of the head, and now into the clinch to fire knees. Watch to see which one uses a headbutt when they do split. That may have just changed the confidence of Tran Duy Nhat. It did. He's coming forward now.
There's got the eye of the tiger now. But it is the art of 9 limbs, Robin. We have not seen the 9th.
The audience is heating up now. They can feel it. The intensity is rising between them. The temperature. And there's a big kick.
Doing well to catch the kick, following up with the sweep.
When you kick out that leg, it hurts, of course, the leg, but it also, your hips and everything are stressed as you hit the canvas.
Big left hook from Duy Nhat.
A right hand was following, and a right elbow over the top from Izat Zaki was coming at him. Neither one landed, but man, there was some collisions being set there. The switch kick is now working very well for Tran Duy Nhat. And he's doing well in this clinch. You see, it's Izat Zaki pushing him back, but it's Tran Duy Nhat landing the knees up and controlling the clinch.
Flurry there from Izat Zaki.
You can see why they love both of these fighters, though. As they start to open it up, you feel their energy, you feel their passion for what they're doing here.
Certainly a lively round.
In there.
Round 4.
Hesitation is caused by the deep desire to win. So it's complex. So much happening inside the mind that is, and much of it is only available in the experience. We don't see it. We don't see the thoughts of two human beings.
This 4th round starting on a higher intensity note. Duy Nhat landing 3 combination of 1, 2, 3.
You'll hear sometimes a coach, especially with young fighters, they'll say, be first. And they'll say it very authoritatively. And I feel like that command, that simple order has been given to Izat Zaki to be first, to initiate, lead the dance, however you want to put it, to be the one that starts the combinations. And in a perfect world, you begin the exchange and you end the exchange. You kick, he answers, you land on the way out. And that's kind of what he's looking to try to create here.
Another leg kick from Duy Nhat. They exchange. Again, I wonder who has landed more significant strikes to the leg in this fight.
He smiles, hey, what'd you think of that? And the answer, Izat Zaki would probably be thinking, well, I'm glad that I saw it, didn't see it.
Knees to the body from Duy Nhat, but just look closely. Here's the opportunity for the headbutt.
Yeah, it's just, he's just not in that zone right now. That's not in the front of mind. So much of the action has been with kicks, fighting from the outside. That when it is on the inside, they're reverting back to sort of a clinch and knee scenario. And that's there too. But there is place for headbutts here for Tran Duy Nhat. And there you see the shin across just to create that space, create that gap. Tran Duy Nhat now backing up. Izat Zaki moving forward. Zaki attacking. Zaki attacking.
And thrown off balance with the body kick. Good work from Tran Duy Nhat.
Yeah, and if it does go to a 5th round, because anything can happen in the next minute. That might be something you would say to him, to Tran Duy Nhat. That headbutt is available to us. We don't need to have a huge one. It doesn't have to be only a knockout shot or nothing. Take these small shots, put them around the temple, the bones around the eyes, the jaw.
Zaki was caught with a low blow, but Major Overall asked him if he was okay. He's fine, he carries on.
He just wants to be in this. It's hard to know which one is, you know, in better shape when it, oh, that leg kick is deep. Digging deep.
Tran Duy Nhat just edging forward now, looking for an opening. Lands with the body kick.
There, Izat Zaki was trying to draw out some punches, but instead of getting out of the way, Tran Duy Nhat committed deeply with them.
Yeah, again, it's Tran Duy Nhat looking for the knees in the clinch. But Izat Zaki, he's got his head lower, and to headbutt up is what you look for. Neither fight has reached a 5th gear.
Nope. And you also wonder, so neither one has had the big definitive moments using what they use. So do you continue to use what brung you, your long kicks and the techniques that are your favorite, or do you change it up now and move to a different range or a different speed or a different intensity? I think that's what Zaki's doing. And see how he disengaged? He didn't like what he was seeing, stepped out, re-entered. And there, he blocked and answered. If you're going to catch the kick or block a kick, you've got to answer after.
You saw him exhale for a moment now after receiving a pretty powerful body kick.
And even sometimes they'll take it off the arm or the elbow or the armpit, and the jarring will be so hard that you'll need that deep down.
Big right hook from Tran Duy Nhat. And Izat Zaki's forged a sterling reputation in Muay Thai, but this is Lethwei.
Which is maybe another reason that Tran Duy Nhat might want to, you know, reintroduce him to the headbutt when they get into those clinches. Right here.
Here's the opportunity.
Break! Now you notice how close their heads are. You've got to make minimum range. You've got to create a space to use the head. And sometimes by keeping your cheek to the cheek or ear to the ear, yes, I don't get to headbutt you, but you know what? You don't get to headbutt me either, and that's a pretty good thing. We're not in the game of wanting to. Oh, elbow versus elbow.
For the spinning back elbow. And in the past, he's drawn huge admirers for his entertaining style, full of spinning back elbows. There's dire physical consequences when you can.
And then the spin. Oh! Puts together the triple, the three-piece. We're going to see those in the replays later. But
5, 6,
the kick to the spin,
7,
to the deep punch behind it.
Beautiful work.
Really.
Tran Duy Nhat with the moment of the fight.
And that might be enough. That if you're Zaki now, I need to create or force a big moment to my own. But you see, he's really feeling the pressure, having a hard time finding the right approach here.
Tran Duy Nhat now edging forward. You see a little bit of hesitancy from Izat Zaki. Goes for the spinning back fist again. Just feints it, gives him the idea that it's there on the table.
And you know what that can do is make somebody move back now. And when they move back, we're now safe from their inside weapons, and it has been Tran Duy Nhat winning this range, particularly in this round. So you use the flim-flam, you use a little bit of distraction to make him go back with the threat like this, and now we pick him apart in this range. It's forcing him into a range that we're already winning in.
Box, guys, box, let's go!
Again, a warning from Major Overall.
Major's not having it. It's there.
A head kick from Tran Duy Nhat. And they'll be cheering in Vietnam for that one.
Oh, you felt that one into the body as well. And that's it. And to Malaysia.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a decision. After 5 3-minute rounds of WLC lightweight action, the judges have come to a unanimous decision on their scorecards. And to present the prize to our winner, we have Lin Coco Tin, dealer principal of Harley-Davidson of Mandalay, Myanmar, and Lethwei TV series director Arkar. Again, after 5 3-minute rounds of WLC lightweight action, we come to a unanimous decision. For your winner, Fighting out of the red corner from Vietnam, Nguyen Tran Duy Nhat. Let go, T-Baby!